Such a nice looking photo. A flinty stare. Oh, right. There are about 100 homeless people in Fredericton. One woman has committed herself to helping these people get back on their feet. Megan Walker has the story.
This may look like just any other store in downtown Fredericton, but the people who work here are far from ordinary. This building is home to Changes, a program that helps to get homeless people back into the workforce. Pat Carlson is the creator of Changes. She says that people who have been out of work find it difficult to make the jump back into the work world.
He taught me what is now being talked about all over Canada, and that is people who've been traumatized can't go from not working to taking a full-time job working 40 hours a week. It's too much a shock to their system. So they really taught me that in order to have people come from any, they don't have to be necessarily homeless, but any trauma that has caused them to lose faith in themselves, then you have to guide slowly back into the work world.
Carlson worked for the homeless shelters in Fredericton for 13 years. It was during this time that she came up with the idea for Changes.
While I was at the shelter, I hired a lot of homeless people to work at the shelter as attendants. And I learned from working with them that if you were patient and you offered training and a friendship, a mentorship, financial help, guidance, and you could be their employer at the same time, that many could make the transition to work.
Changes is a 12-week program that allows people to learn the skills and discipline they will need to be valuable workers. They begin the program by volunteering at the Changes secondhand store. Not all of the people who come through Changes are homeless. Doreen Miller had been out of work when she hit a run of bad luck and came to Carlson for help. The bad luck started after she broke her leg.
While I was having my cast on my leg and what have you, our house caught fire, and it had to be torn down and rebuilt again and that. And I spent 7 weeks in a hotel room, and while we were there, first of all, both of our daughters live in England, and our younger daughter was diagnosed with skin cancer while we were in the hotel.
Changes opened on November 21st, 2007, and, according to Carlson, the community has been supportive since the day they opened their doors.
So at 10 to 10, there wasn't a person around the store. And we had worked, we had gone for 3 straight weeks, morning, noon, and night. And we unlocked the door at 10 o'clock, and at 5 after 10, the place was packed. And I thought, where did they come from? But everybody had been listening and waiting, and it was just like, poof. Wow. And it's been wonderful ever since.
Carlson says that while the community has been supportive, getting started wasn't easy. She started the business with just $5,000.
I actually had 2 friends write me personal checks.
Oh, really?
So it came to $5,000. We literally opened the business, and all we had in the bank was $6,140 by the time we got this place. We signed a 5-year lease with no money in the bank. And we developed a board of directors who all knew there was no money coming in, who signed on, who accepted the responsibility. And it was kind of like divine providence.
The program has been very beneficial for people like Doreen Miller.
Well, like I say, I have a reason to get out of bed every morning and to do something that's constructive and, build on my low esteem levels and things like that. And like I say, to help other people out and what have you.
Carlson says that working with the homeless has changed her outlook on life.
If they were able to smile, I felt I had no right not to. Because if you can smile when you don't even have a place to call your own at night, then what's anybody else complaining about?
Pat Carlson hopes to continue her work with the homeless for many years to come. For Stu Journalism, I'm Megan Walker.